and welcome everyone to another match of the Jets of Time Randomizer Tournament 2021. Today we have a match with Korenth versus Proccy. So this is going to be one of the last races that we are going to have in this tournament. So it's getting close to an end. This is going to be a really exciting one.
Yeah, this is pretty far down the bracket now, so
Yeah.
we're moving right along. And they're both underway here. Looks like Chrono and Luca as a start, so that's pretty good starting party there for both runners.
Yeah, so today we have me, Moon Lizard, here on commentary, and Artemis Dragmaya with the commentary too, and Brooklyn with the tracking.
Yep. Hello, everybody. And just real quick, while this is doing its opening cutscene, I figure we'll talk a little bit about what the Jets of Time randomizer is for anyone that's new here. Jets of Time is a randomizer for Chrono Trigger. It's a open world randomizer, so once the runners get going here, they're going to be given the epoch and access to 2 time periods and relative freedom to move around the map as they choose. To make some checks and look for key items that will eventually let them progress through the game's areas and timelines to eventually arrive at either Queen Zeal boss battle in the Black Omen or the Lavos boss battle at the end of Ocean Palace.
Yeah, so right at the start, we are seeing both Korenth and Proccy going to the desert. This area, you can loot very early on by just skipping a single fight. You just have to run away from a single fight, and you can loot up to 9 chests. So it's very rewarding to go in this area very early on. You may find some very good starting weapons, armors, and accessories. So it's a play they're doing right now. Let's see what they will get from it.
And we already saw 2 glow helms, a flash mail, and a flint edge on Proccy's side. So yeah, the pulls here were pretty good.
Oh, and Proccy, yeah, speed belt, a magma hand, a flint edge. So starting weapons for several characters, good armors, good helms. Proccy did trigger another extra fight, and he got a frenzy band out of it. Yeah, this fight that Korenth triggered also, it could be skipped. You don't have to crash into it, but that's fine. You can just run away. So by looting the desert very early on, you may also sell items that you're not going to use, so you can get more money to buy maybe more consumables, maybe more early equipment. So they will be doing their shopping now. They will be looking for eaters, for MP, restore, mid tonics, shelters, revives, heals, and maybe a starting weapon for Chrono, because as we have Chrono in the start, he has only 8 attack power, so he needs a good weapon to deal decent damage. Same as Luca, but as we know, Luca will be learning several techs very early on, so she may start with very powerful techs such as Flare, Fire 2, or Mega Bomb. So having a starting weapon for Luca is not necessarily required. It does help, but it's not required.
Is our resident fire throwing mage in this in this randomizer, and she's very powerful just with using her techs. Okay, we got the bent hilt at the snail stop shown on Proccy's side, so he's going to pass on that for now and save his money for some other stuff.
Yeah, so what is the bent hilt? The bent hilt is a piece of the Massimum, so you can forge the Massimum if you have the bent hilt and the bent sword. When you forge the Massimum, you unlock an extra character that you can access in the Frog's Burrow, and you also unlock a high-end item, high-tier item from Taban. And by unlocking
Hero Medal is the key item on the tools, which is the other really easy early check that we can make here.
Nice. That's going to be another free check, because the Hero Medal will unlock a new key item from Foxborough, so they may check that right away if they want to. Korenth also going for some tabs. In this very early game, you can get some speed tabs and some power tabs, so they are going for these extra tabs. And we see the desert looting already paying out because they did get a chrono weapon and a speed belt, so that's going to make the early game easier for them.
And quick question in chat, just asking about the category. This is actually a randomizer for Chrono Trigger. So they have it's an open world randomizer. We talked a little bit about it, but I'll just go over it real quick again. Everybody starts out with access to the epoch and 2 characters, and also access via the epoch to the 600 AD and 1000 AD timelines. The goal of the randomizer is to find key items to progress through the game's areas and eventually finish the game either at the Zeal 2 fight in Black Omen or at the Lavos fight in Ocean Palace, depending on which key items you unlock.
Yeah, so going through, they have the possibility of buying the Bent Hilt. So finishing up, if you force the maximum, you can unlock Magus Castle if you have Frog in your party. So by unlocking Magus Castle, you can open up Dark Ages. So that's a possibility for another check at Mount Woe. And if you have the Ruby Knife, you can go through Ocean Palace. The Ruby Knife is the key item required to open up Ocean Palace to unlock the path to Lavos.
And Procky's going to go ahead and get that check out of the way here for the hero medal. Curious if he's going to fight any of these. It doesn't look like he's going to. Some of the fights here in the Dark Woods can sometimes actually. Oh wow, Marl's the character here, so that'd be a good pickup. But some of the fights here can be can have pretty good drops early on. So a lot of runners will often check one of these fights. He might on the way out yet too. Nope.
Yeah, this will be a very. Oh, go on. Sorry.
I was just going to mention that the item we found in the Cursed Woods there was the pendant, so that's important. That'll allow us access to the future by going through the trial and prison escape in Guardia Castle.
Yeah, pendant is a very good starting key item because by opening up the future, it also opens up, as we have the early pendant flag, it opens up the possibility of looting sealed chests and sealed doors. So there is a lot of good equipment that you can get by finishing the prison sequence. So they may do that right after or very early on in the run.
Oh, Chrono straight up started with lightning too, so Procky just wiped those Nagaets with no trouble at all.
We see another question in the chat about fighting monsters. Is fighting monsters dangerous? So usually, no, the random, not the random content, but the encounters that you get, we want to skip or run away from most of them. There are only very few encounters that are actually required. So you can postpone your grinding strategy if you want to. If you're not high level enough when you reach lavas or ZO2, you can stop to grind a little. Usually when we go through Black Omen, we don't necessarily grind, but when we go through Ocean Palace to fight levels, usually we are most of the time kind of under-leveled when we reach Ocean Palace, so some grinding is required, but usually throughout the run, they will be only getting the required fights, those that they can't run away from, and a few fights here and there just to check for loot and drops.
And we didn't talk about it either, but Ayla is the character found at Frog's location here in the cathedral. Ayla's a pretty powerful melee attack hitter, especially alongside Chrono. So pretty melee focused party right now. But with Luca there, you've got enough magic to kind of carry it by. But I think if either of our runners sees the opportunity to go pick up Marl, they probably will take it because Marl and Luca together can be quite the powerhouse.
Yeah, of course. So they do require finding the bent sword to unlock Marl. So we are not sure if we're going to see Marl in this run. Maybe if they find the bent sword, so it's a possibility. Because when you gather Luca and Marl, or Luca and Marl, they unlock very powerful techs such as Antipode 3 and 3, and it's overpowered.
Yeah,
One of the best.
It's quite broken.
Yeah. Yeah, and great
Um,
duo. Luca with Luca and Ayla with Blaze Kick. That's amazing, but she does need to learn Fire too. And I don't know what text. I think I saw Fire and Hypno Wave for now. So Luca has a slow start.
Yeah, I had not seen Luca's text yet, or Ayla's for that matter. Chrono with Lightning 2 is super nice early on, though, because this lets them just quickly kind of wipe through these early fights, and just almost all these fights are going to die with one cast of Lightning 2, so that'll allow them to just clear them out really, really quickly.
We are always looking... Oh, go on.
Oh, I did see Hypno Wave unlocked on Korenth's side, so you were right about that one.
Yeah, so I think I saw Fire and Hypno Wave, so maybe we'll be able to see her third stack. So usually, I mean, if you don't unlock magic, you're only going to be able to learn up to the first, second, and third decks. So Luca, Chrono, Marl, and Frog. You will need to unlock magic. So to unlock magic, you need to visit Specchio, and to do that, you have to. Possibility number 1, clear factory in the future, or possibility number 2, use the gate key, go to the prehistory, and go through the gate to reach the end of time. So they will be unlocking magic sometime throughout the run. I mean, if they can.
Looks like Chrono's second tech was Lightning, so the AoE and non-AoE versions of that available now. Also, I have been noticing that Magma Hands have been dropping like crazy, so those must have been rolled into like a tonic slot or something.
Yeah, possibly so. Yeah, Magma Hand is a good weapon for mid-game weapon for Robo. They don't have Robo, so they may be able to sell them if they want money. But for now, maybe
it's no
Robo
Blaze
will appear.
Kick, but we did unlock Flame Kick on Korenth's side.
Yeah, that's an option for the early game.
Yeah, it'll be good against bosses that can be targeted individually. Yep.
Yeah, maybe even Yakra now. So we see both runners going through Cathedral. Why they are doing Cathedral? Because when you finish Cathedral, when you kill Yakra and finish the sequence, you'll be able to unlock an extra character. So usually there's an option for runners to decide to skip Cathedral. Like it was mentioned in chat, you may skip Cathedral if you think you're not going to need the extra character, but possibly both Proccy and Korenth, they decided that another character is a good idea. So let's see what is this extra character. Yeah, so this is a very good team. If you are finishing with the ZO2 route, so there are 2 possible end game bosses like Lavos or ZO2. This team with Blaze Kick, Luminaire, Flare, and Triple Kick, they are very good for ZO2. But the problem is Chrono, you do require a very good weapon to make Chrono a viable end-game character. If you don't want to rely only on Luminaire, if you want to rely on his physical attacks, such as using Confuse, Fire Sword 2. So he does require a very good end-game weapon. Yeah, so what are the characters now that are available? So we know Marl is at the Frog's Burrow. So Luca, Chrono, and Ayla, they are here. And it could be Robo, Frog, or Magus. So there are a few characters that actually lock certain quests in the game. So by getting Marl, when they get Marl, they will be able to finish both the Rainbow Shell quest and the Moonstone quest. They both require Marl to be finished. Also, Robo is the character that unlocks the Desert check. So the Sunken Desert, you can only get the key item from it after you kill Red Knight if you have Robo in your party. And also Frog. Frog is the character that unlocks access to Mega's castle.
And speaking of Frog, we just got Frog at the castle here. So,
Yay, Frog!
If we complete the Masamune, we may see a visit to Magus's castle in this seed.
Are we going to see Mega's castle today? Maybe.
Most time, runners will avoid Magus's castle like the plague if possible, but if it sometimes is the required way to go, so we will see.
Yeah. Oh, and we see Swallow drop. That was amazing. So they can decide to keep Chrono for now, because having a Swallow is it's amazing because it's so far we are very early on in the run, and Swallow has a very good +3 speed boost and some decent damage for the early game. And they are both going to check the chef here. By talking to the chef, you can start the bridge sequence to fight Zombor. So he will give you a key item here, and they may opt to keep this item or reset and do another check instead.
Ooh, Moonstone's pretty good.
I think Proc decided to keep it, while Korenth has decided to nope out of it. So yeah,
that could be a pretty big divergence there.
Yeah. Divergence, let's go.
I mean, the Moonstone may be nothing. It's a check that unlocks another check, but it isn't necessarily direct progression. But whatever it unlocks could be what you need. So skipping that could be big.
Yeah. So also, go on.
I was just going to say that chat mentioned that big Aussie drops are incoming, and yes, the drops here on the bridge from Aussie and the minions are of a fairly high tier category, so the drops here can be pretty insane. I've seen things like no armor drop here.
If you have Charm on Ayla, you can Charm Ozzy that it counts for as an attack. Oh, she doesn't have it. Okay.
Vigil hat.
That's underwhelming. So about the Moonstone, so Procky is kind of investing in this item because you need Marl, you need to unlock prehistory. So you need the gate key, Marl, and dependent. So they have dependent, but they can't unlock Marl. So in order to use the Moonstone, he needs to buy the bent hilt, to get the bent sword, to get gate key, and finish prison sequence. So it's kind of investment now. Let's see if this is going to pay out for Proc. Yeah, so if they happen to find very early on both gate key and the other piece of the maximum, so we did see the bent hilt that it's available at the snail stop, so they can buy that. Maybe Proc also was thinking about the drops, so you get some decent loot, some very decent loot here. Meanwhile, Korenth going through the Hekron cave. So this is quite a fast routing to do here. You can skip a few battles, and you just have to face Hekron by the end. If they have any kind of magical attack, so Hekron is only vulnerable to magic. You do need some very good magic attacks in order to finish Hekron, and don't waste a lot of time. If you have like low-tiered magical spells such as Fire 1 and Lightning 1, or even Lightning 2, it doesn't do a lot of damage. This battle may take a while. So I don't think this is going to be a very fast battle for Korenth there against Hekron.
They do have Blaze or Flame Kick though, which does pretty decent damage, which he's not using.
Yeah, the problem, Adam, is that the physical portion of fire
Oh, right,
Flame
because
Kick,
it is half and half on the damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying.
So maybe This is going to be quite inefficient for now to do Hecarim, but let's see if this is going to pay out. The other option that they have, so what are the options that they have right now? They can go for Denodoro Mountains, that would require fighting Mass Immune. So Ayla has triple kick. Oh, that's good. That's early triple kick now. I just saw. So that's why I think, yeah, that's why Proc has decided to go to Denodoro Mountains now, because they don't have very good magical attacks. Oh, and Chrono may die. So whenever Hecarim says like, go ahead, try an attack, you have to do the exact opposite and you have to wait. Because if you attack, he's going to counter with an AoE water damage that deals a lot of damage. Oh, AoE water-based spell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially water too, and his magic stat is pretty high, so it does quite a bit of damage.
So talking about the go mode, so we can use this moment to talk about the go mode that you can unlock the Black Omen and fight ZO2. It requires having access to the future, opening up the future. So they have the pendant. They can unlock the future by finishing the prison sequence. But in order to open up the Black Omen, they do have to get both Chrono Trigger and the clone. And so they require 2 more key items to open up that possibility. Yeah, so the options that they have, so they don't have Robo in the party. So no Robo, so you can't get the key item from the desert. There is Denodoro Mountains. Xenon Bridge had the Moonstone, so Korenth decided to nope out, but I mean, the only other option would have been to go to Denodoro Mountains. Yeah, it was Hecarim, Denodoro. Desert is not available. And yeah, Xenon Bridge.
Well, it really goes to show how low magic power early really eats into the time of this fight, though, because we're just seeing Korenth finish off Hecarim now, and Proccy is about halfway through Denodoro in the time it took him to finish that fight. So it's pretty crazy how slow that boss battle could be if you don't have a lot of magic power.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
so
see
let's
what
see,
the reward is, though.
Yeah, let's see.
Hopefully no stuck in the vortex. Okay, good. Well, you have Chrono in the party, so it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, so by talking to the band now, you get an extra... Oh, okay. Oh!
Prism Shard.
Yeah, so we see Procky decided to not do Hecarim Cave, and that was Prism Shard, and Korenth decided to do Hecarim Cave, but he noped out of the Moonstone.
Well, at least
Maybe.
Korenth knows where the Moonstone is, so if he ends up deciding he needs the Moonstone, he can go back for it pretty easily.
But the question is, where is the other piece of the Massimin? So it required to get those stacks off. And Procky decided to skip the mountains are nice. I agree that saves time. Oh, and Korenth decided to go to the future now. That's we see some divergence now. Let's go. With Ayla.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they both waited as long as they did to head to the future. Like I would have thought Procky might have dived that before doing the mountain that he's at right now.
Yeah, because the amount of options that they had, I mean, doing Hecarim with very low very low damaging magical attacks, doing Denodoro Mountains with only triple kick with a low leveled Ayla. So yeah, going to the future is a good call here. It's an
It
interesting call.
also
Let's
is
see
an
if this is
opportunity
going to
for
pay
some
off.
really nice gear, because you're with the early pendant charge, you'll get the opportunity to open a
Exactly.
lot of those chests and stuff. So it would be a good opportunity to maybe just get your gear up, especially if you're planning to keep Chrono. Finding a rainbow or something would be huge.
Exactly, exactly. And also, I think they could have done, waiting, going to the future first. So they unlock the sealed chests, and when they uh, went to the Hakon cave, there are 2 sealed items there. So they could loot. Proc can do that. Korf went there already, so he can't access those items. But that's a little optimization there. You can swap in your run.
It's pretty open-ended seed, though. We haven't really seen any semblance of any go mode items yet. So it really could be anywhere. Those sort of things could be anywhere at this point. We haven't really gotten any guidance from the game as to what we should be checking, besides maybe the Moonstone and the Prism Shard line that we know exists now between the 2 runners. So that's one possibility. But other than that, it's been extremely open-ended.
Yeah, very open-ended so far. We can't say much about progression. We can't say much. And Proc starting his fight against Massimmune. So usually, if we decide to battle against Massimmune very early on, you have to keep track of your all the characters' HP, because he can possibly almost wipe your party if you don't heal very fast. He can kill your characters with 2, 1, or if you don't have a good armor, he can actually kill with 1 hit. But usually with 2 hits, everyone's dead. So yeah, Ayla's down. That's bad.
Yeah, I think the reason that chat mentioned that Korenth took Ayla into the prison where Chrono would be able to one-shot these guards. I think the main reason for that is because Ayla's damage is based entirely on her level. She doesn't use any equipment or anything to up her damage, like weapons, like the other characters. So getting her some extra levels on some of these required fights is it's a good opportunity to do that, since you got to do it anyways. And yeah, and more tech points too. She's not locked by requiring magic, so it's just more tech points on a character that won't waste them.
Yeah, I'm Korenth, as he cleared Hakon Cave before going to the prison sequence, so Chrono is maxed out on tax, and Luca also is maxed out. So that's why I guess he decided to go with Ayla.
I usually do the same thing when I run. I usually try to pick whichever character doesn't require magic, or whichever character I feel just needs a little bit extra leveling, and Ayla's a good choice for both here.
Yeah, it was a great fight, great Massimmune fight from Procky there, and he got the Robo's rebuild.
Oh, it's a dead check.
Okay. Yes, when you drink from the cup in the prison, does it heal all your party members? Yes, even though they are not currently in the party. But usually you do get a level up when you fight the guards, and you always see a very slight difference between the HP and the max HP of all the other party members, because most of the time they will get a level, but they will not be healed to their max HP because they got a level before after drinking.
Yeah, Vanilla Robo is seeming pretty likely right now. But we do still have the mountain in prehistory to check too. So Robo is at one of those 2 locations, and Magus is at the other. Yeah. It's the only 2 characters we haven't found yet. Yep.
Yeah, 50%. Yeah.
Yep.
So we see Procky decided also to complete the prison sequence. That's a good call there. I think by looking at the attacks he had so far and seeing that he couldn't do a lot of magical damage really fast, so decided to wait and go into the future before attempting Hakon Cave.
Yep. And I do, and just following up on what we talked about earlier, Proccy did opt to take Chrono in here, likely because Chrono can just clear this place faster than Ayla could. So giving up on a little bit of potential leveling there just for the sake of speed.
Yeah. Yeah, we did see Korenth using Rolo Kick to kill the guards. So I think he wanted to guarantee that he could do more than 100 damage. But Chrono with the Swallow will do a lot of damage here, and that's not going to be an issue. So he can just normal attack. And the guards are dropping silver earrings, which is nice, which is not bad. So
Nothing
silver
else, it's
earring
really
is an
good money.
accessory. Yeah, it's an accessory that raises up plus 25% of your max HP. So you get some extra HP very early on. It's quite nice. Yeah, we have some routing diversions. So far, it's not that big, but maybe it will open up and they will split again here in the future.
All right, let's see what we have in this loot room here. Okay, some weapons for Robo and a barrier. Not terrible. Nothing special.
As they have Chrono in the party, so there is a possibility that they could go and free Fritz here. It takes some time to do that, so that's why both runners decided not to do that, because it takes some time. But you do have access to 10 mid eaters. That's something. But usually, I mean, if you find some hyper eaters here and there, you don't need that much for the meat eaters, but it's a possibility if you have a very fast steed. Yeah,
Korenth opted to skip the tab in the loot room there, which I thought was kind of interesting. I mean, it does save time, but a tab is a tab.
yeah. I mean, the best tabs to skip are the magic tabs if you're not aiming to get a very powerful healer in your party. So skipping magic tabs is kind of a strategy, so you can skip. That's why Proccy decided to skip the mountains are nice magic tab in the Another Mountains, because it does take some time, and also that tab in that loot room in the desert does require you to wait like 4 seconds. There is also another one here at Arizona that does require you to wait 4 seconds in order to get. Maybe he will skip this magic tab too. Let's see. I mean, we are very close to the end of the tournament, so they have to think of new strategies to be faster.
Yep. And it is Vanilla Robo.
Vanilla Robo! Yeah, now that they have Robo in the party, so it opens up the possibility of going back and finishing Sunken Desert. It would help if they had... Oh, Slasher. If they had a nice icy attack, but I don't know if Frog has anything. But it's possible to finish Desert without any kind of ice attack. Does require a different strategy, and hoping that Robo doesn't miss his attacks.
And just a little bit of shopping here. Getting some few items sold, buying a couple things. Nothing too major.
Yeah, so now that they have unlocked the future, it opens up 3 new checks. So 4 now with Robo, so they have the option to do Son of Sun check, which requires having some kind of fire protection.
Yep,
Ares
and I think
Dome, it's where... Go on, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think Korenth was just gearing up for Son of Sun after he finishes this dome, because I saw him equipping red vests and things like that. So I think that's what we're gonna see after we do the Guardian check here.
Yeah, looks likely. Yeah, yeah. So you do require some kind of fire protection or a set of barriers to reduce the flare attack, which is a very nasty, powerful attack from Son of Sun. Check. And also, Ares Dome is a possibility here that Korenth is finishing up. And also Genodome. Genodome is another dungeon that you can finish here in the future. But it's kind of a longer check, but it does give you very good loot. And also, it gives you a lot of tech points. But they do need to unlock magic to use those. I mean, to get advantage, make advantage of those.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see either of them opt to just go clear factory to get magic. Guardian gonna go down pretty quick here with the gear that Korenth has, especially that swallow on Chrono.
Yeah, the swallow is helping a lot. They do have Robo with a big possibility of using a big hand. But the downside is that Robo is a slow character. So you have to decide which character you're going to use those speed tabs. Usually, if we have Luke in our party, Luke is the character that gets all the speed tabs. I mean, all the tabs, except for power tabs, of course. But
Okay,
I think they're keeping Chrono.
Proccy is starting the fight with Son of Sun, so he opted to do this rather than go check Guardian. So we know that Korenth will probably do this immediately following this, but they're just doing this in opposite order, it looks like.
Yeah, and also by equipping the red vests here, Korenth did get an advantage because Guardian will always follow the shadow-based attack, the very first AoE one, with a fire-based attack. So makes this battle easier. You
And
don't
Guardian
have to worry
also
about
dropped another
healing.
red mail too, so that's pretty nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Proccy resetting when Chrono went down on the Son of Sun fight. I guess he doesn't have as many red vests as Korenth does. Going for another attempt.
Where they were available at this shop here in Arizona, I guess. Yes, you do not have to wait for the very first roulette shuffle in order to be able to hit. Usually, it's the third one, the third flame from the left. It's usually that one, so always we try to go for that one first, because it's usually that one. And you do have to wait for the very first roulette shuffle. Meanwhile, you can barrier people. And barriers reduce the magical damage.
Oh, getting an early flare.
So Chrono might survive now.
Yep, he's good.
And also, they did get silver earrings, so everyone could be wearing. I think everyone is wearing a silver earring.
With the HP values where they are, I think silver earrings are involved. Yeah.
Yeah. Should be. At least on Proccy side. Don't know about Korenth. I think also.
I don't think Korenth equipped him because he's got more fire protection.
Yeah. Not necessary. The battle against Son of Sun is quite straightforward. You just have to guess correctly the flame and attack it 10 times. Usually it's the third one from the left. So you just wait for the first roulette shuffle. Meanwhile, you barrier people, or if you don't have fire protection, you can just barrier and try to finish him off as fast as possible, because he will only cast flare once. And you can kill him, I mean, not once, but you can kill him after the first flare. And don't worry about the second.
Okay, so Gate Key was our pickup. Oh, and Chrono Trigger was the pickup from the Guardian.
Oh.
So two pretty big pickups with Son of Sun and the Guardian. I wonder if we're going to see Proccy go do Guardian now, or if he's going to go chase the Gate Key and go to prehistory. But
yeah,
as
this
expected,
is going to
Korenth
be
is moving down to Son of Sun now, so he'll get his Gate Key as well.
Yeah, by getting the gate key here, they can start doing. I mean, they could. But they don't have Maul yet, so they need the other piece of the Massimin. Exactly. By having the gate key now, they can go and unlock magic directly going through the portal at the prehistory, so don't have to worry about finishing factory. Like, clearing factory takes quite a while, so that's why we usually try to not do factory, because it's faster if you find the gate key, even if you have to postpone unlocking magic for quite a while. So we see them unlocking magic at 40 minutes in, which is okay. It's not that bad.
And just a note, Korenth's got a little bit of bad luck with Son of Sun. Didn't find the correct flame until three attacks in. It's and on the left this time for Korenth. Might end up with one extra roulette shuffle due to the two wasted attacks there, but maybe not. We'll see. I don't know what his character's speeds look like.
Yeah, we do have to notice that. Take a note that Korenth did reset. He noped out on the Xenoblade, so that I mean, it changes the RNG, so I think that's somewhat involved, which might explain it's not being the third one from the left.
Yep.
Which is a possibility. I don't know for sure how that works, but just some thoughts.
Yeah, RNG manip is something I'm not very familiar with this game or any other, so it's very much a guessing game for me. There's another roulette shuffle. But it was a roulette
but he got the 10 hits.
Dead, so
Nice. It's amazing when that happens.
Proccy just got his magic, which will be very nice. He didn't opt to swap anyone else in like Frog here, so I guess he's not worrying about using any other character for magic. He's just going to stick with this party.
Yeah, this party is really good.
He's not really worried about using Frog as a healer if he does need to swap out for a healer. He's probably just going to run with this party, though.
Yeah. I mean, as they have a swallow, so it makes Chrono really fast. At least he's really fast. He can he adds a lot to the party. If we happen to get an early confuse or Fire 2, so that will unlock Fire Sword 2. Oh, Proccy did he got into this fight. It's not, you can skip this one, but takes quite a while. I don't think a License 2 is going to kill.
Yep, and Proccy did, since getting the gate key, went straight to prehistory now. Got his magic and is now going to go do some of these checks. So he is not aware that the Chrono Trigger is sitting in the future on Guardian. Now, that may not slow him down. The Chrono Trigger could be a red herring because you need both Chrono Trigger and Clone to go to Death Peak and go to the Black Omen, where he may end up finding a way to the Dark Ages and the Red Knife, and then rendering both those items not required. So we'll see, but it could be a pretty big deal that he missed the Chrono Trigger there too.
Yeah. I mean, because he did Xenoblade, so he has the Moonstone. That's
also a good note, is he has the Moonstone, which Korenth opted to skip. So we got a couple different ways that the runners have chosen to run this differently.
I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out. Let's go.
And it looks like Proccy's going to go get Magus here. So I wonder if he's going to swap Ayla out for Magus. Or
that's interesting. I mean, by getting Magus, so you do have a, I mean, let's say you don't have to buy an amulet, so that's 50,000 gold, and you can sell his armor for more 8,000 gold. And I mean, if he starts with dark matter or even ice 2, so ice 2 could help them to finish Sunken Desert.
That's true.
So
Yep.
that's why, yeah, there are a lot of possibilities that Magus will add into the party, even if he doesn't stay for long. That's a possibility.
Also
That's going
noting,
to open up.
Korenth did opt to unlock Frog's magic, so he may be having in the back of his mind that he might use Frog as a healer at some point, or possibly use his water too as in the Sunken Desert. But he's not choosing to level Frog, so we'll see.
Yeah, also Frog has Frog Squash. I did see Frog Squash, so Frog Squash plus... Oh, yeah, this one is a very hard battle to skip, but you can just run away. It's a very pixel perfect skip to do. Oh, Zealousy Flare, let's go. Yeah, exactly. We see this comment on chat. So, yeah, by having Magus in the party, it will make Hecarim really a faster check. And we see Luca learning... Oh, Procky missed the skip. Oh, that's bad. And we see Luca is learning Flare very soon. So that's amazing. That's going to make the seed really go smoothly now. Yeah, he has 2 Vigil heads, so yeah, that's going to help a lot. And we see Korenth decided to go to the Heptite layer, so you can grind here if you want. So this is a spot that's a possibility that you grind, but usually by this time, I mean 45 minutes in, it's not advisable to be grinding for now, because I mean you do have some decent levels to battle most bosses here.
I think he might be grinding just to get Flare. I think
that's a possibility. That's a possibility, yeah. I don't remember how many tech points they have required yet to unlock Flare. It should be close.
Yeah, I saw him check it in the menu right before going into that battle, so I didn't see what it was, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here.
Very interesting enough. Proccy decided to swap Magazine instead of Ayla, possibly for this check only, because Nisbel, you can't hit him with a triple kick, except if you shock him first. It's getting interesting. He has Black Hole, Fire 2, and Lightning 2.
And I think Lightning is on Chrono's 3rd slot, which means it won't shock, right? If I'm not mistaken. By a quirk of the randomizer.
Yeah, it's... I guess if it's on the slot of Vanilla Spin Cut, which would be tech number 2. Spin Cut, no, sorry, Slash.
Slash, which is slot 3, Slash. I think, right? Yeah. Or is that slot 2? I can't remember. I haven't played Vanilla in a while.
Yeah, so there's a small problem with tech slot. So usually you can attack with Slash to stop triggering the AoE from Mass Immune, but you do have to use your attack number 2 for that in the randomizer. And if your attack number 2 is life, so you can't do that even though if you have Slash as attack number 1 and number 3, it won't trigger the same effect.
Right, and there's also a thing with Lightning where it won't trigger shock effects if it's in a certain slot.
Yeah,
but he has Lightning too, so I guess he could just use that too. I had that happen to me on one of my first runs through with the randomizer, and I got very confused why nothing would get shocked.
Yeah, so if Korenth decides to use Lightning here, which is tank number 2, I think it's not going to lower his defense.
Yeah, that's why he's using
as Lightning 2. Yep. Lightning 2 is the first attack, so it does lower his defense. Nisbel here, you do have to keep in mind that if you use lightning, he's going to AoE back with the lightning. A lightning attack. So there's a possibility of using fire, magic here. Unfortunately, Luca has only fire 1, so that's bad. I think flare is kinda far away yet. Yeah, but they for example, Procky had the possibility of going to the Hakron cave before attempting Nisbel. If he did Hakron cave before, that would have unlocked flare for him. But Fire Sword is doing quite some damage. It also works, and it's much more MP efficient than flare, let's say. So that's a good strategy right there.
Ooh, HP looking kind of low on Korenth's side.
That looks bad. We hope he doesn't AoE or shock the ground.
Yeah, he did the shock, and that's what took the HP low. I think he's going to be okay here with a Lapis.
Oh, yeah.
But he has the jump attack too. But ooh, yeah, that was good timing on that Lapis. That jump.
Yeah, great timing. Oh my. He just very, very close. That was close. Yeah, meanwhile, Proc with the Fire Sword 1 doing a lot of damage. And yeah, he finished off Nisbel 1.
Korenth's running a little bit of MP starvation here, which is kind of slowing down the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, and he tried to use Lightning 1, which, as we saw there, did not shock.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, because Lightning is at slot number 2, which is Slash, which doesn't trigger. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep.
Chrono might die. That might be an issue. Okay, no, he's good. He's good. I wonder why he's not using Fire Sword 1.
I think he just ran out of MP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he was running really low on MP with Chrono the whole time. Oof.
And now you have
a real hard time getting DPS in.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you use Lightning, he will AoE Lightning back, and you have to do that all over again to reduce his defense. So that's bad. That's how it works.
Fight's kind of getting away from him. I think Procky had the advantage in this fight just a little bit because he had another party member that had lightning, and he could just save Chrono for fire swords.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very good call. Procky did by swapping Magazine for this battle. Because Cat Attack is, it's okay, but Fire Sword 1 was doing like double the damage.
Procky went ahead and did the check. He's getting some of these chests checked, and also did the check for the what did he turn in? The jerky? I didn't see where we got the jerky. Must have been the reward here, and the jerky was just the crisis arm.
Oh, yeah, Lightning plus Fire Kick would also be an option.
And now we're it was jerky. Yep, okay. Yeah, I missed that because I was so busy watching Korenth's fight.
Yeah, me too. I missed that.
Okay, so both runners got the jerky there, and then Procky opted to go turn it in, and we saw that it was the crisis arm was the turn-in reward, which I don't think we're going to see any use of because I don't think Robo's coming into the party for either player here. Yeah,
so the jerky is kind of an key item that doesn't give any progression, but sometimes it's useful because by unlocking a very good a possibility of a very good item, it may help a lot if it was something like Taban Suit, a Rainbow, a Nova Armor, even Prism Specs, a Vigil Hat. There are a lot of items that they could get from the jerky that are very good.
Procky's going to get his prism shard here for doing Hecarim's Cave. He's going to have a much easier time with. He's actually opting to take a couple of the fights in here too, probably just to get some tech points on Magus. If he's opting to keep, he might be hoping to get Ice 2 on Magus unlocked. I did not see what Magus's text looked like. Oh, and
Flare, Magic Wall.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, so Hecarim Cave gives a lot of good tech points. So 20, 25 per battle. That's a lot.
Our Korenth is going into this fight without ice. We're just gonna bum rush it. This can work out if you have high enough levels, though. So we'll see how this goes for him. I hope he remembered to. Yeah, he did remember to top up his NP. Okay.
Yeah, that's important. Ayla does have a triple kick and cat attack, so those are the best physical attacks, physical based attacks from Ayla, so that should be enough for that. And spin cut also with a slasher should be good. He will miss several attacks, but yeah, should be fine.
Yeah, as long as you can just hammer down the boss here with physical attacks, it's usually not too bad. You just got to be careful to not let this fight get away from you. Also, I don't know what Luca has for a weapon. It looks like a starter weapon, but she's still doing 278 damage with crits with her starter weapon, so that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you do have to take. You do have to not hit the center, not hit the core, because if you kill the core, he's going to raise his defense.
Oh, yep.
Oh, Magus Dark Matter.
Yeah, chat just pointed out that Magus got Dark Matter on Procky's side, so that's a pretty big unlock. Alright. That fight went pretty well for Korenth. Let's see if he gets the core down as well. Oh, a miss. That's unfortunate. Yep, the core ran away. So if you get the core dead, you get some extra XP here.
Actually, you get double. You get 2,000 more XP if you kill the core. So it's a very good idea to kind of in the very last moment of the battle, just try to have everyone ready to do an extra attack. Because killing the core is very rewarding.
Yep.
Proc is going to finish off this second fight very easily with Flare and Dark Matter.
Yeah, it should only take two casts, one cast of Flare, one cast of Dark Matter to finish this, honestly. So we'll see the difference that makes having good magic coming into this fight versus what the drag that Korenth had to go through here. And that's
yeah, see? Very fast.
All right, let's see what the turn-in is for the desert, though. This is huge for Korenth. If this is an important item, this is he's going to keep his slight lead that he's had most of the run here. But if this is a dead check, Procky might actually be slightly in the lead here. Ooh, some good stuff on the... Oh, wait, yeah, that was the shop. Yeah, mermaid caps there. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, mermaid caps are good. I mean, let's see what is the key item that Korenth is getting here.
Procky,
because so far we can't tell. We can't tell. Who is leading because it's not clear.
Procky's gonna go get his Chrono trigger here from the Guardian. It looks like.
Oh.
So he's about to be. Oh, I didn't see what it was. What was it?
The bent sword. So he can unlock right now.
Yep. So we might see Magus's castle here.
I guess Korenth is going to unlock Maul, maybe swapping her in the party, maybe. I don't think he... I mean, we don't know if he's going to swap Chrono out for Maul. It's a possibility, but by unlocking Maul now, he can finish start the Rainbow Shell sequence to get another check. Go back, he has to do the Xenon Bridge to get the Moonstone, so maybe he will not.
Yeah, I'm curious what he opts to do here. Is he going to go... He's going to do... Oh, he's going to do Denadoro because he never did check that. Right. Oh. So a little bit of a time loss on Korenth's side here, but he's probably just going to blitz through this and skip almost all the fights and not even check most of the chests, probably.
He's starting at 59 minutes, maybe 4 minutes here.
Yep. This is a really interesting seed because we still don't know who's
It
ahead.
is. It is.
It
It is.
I want to say Proccy is slightly ahead at this point, but it's really hard to say because if Korenth clears this out and then happens to go like maybe to, I mean, I don't know if he'd do Magus's Castle or if he would go maybe do Genodome in the future. There's a couple options for him that might unlock, a go mode for him. But Proccy, meanwhile, is just, finishing up his check. He's going to get his Chrono Trigger here, but if he chases down that Moonstone Prism Shard combo, that could be his go mode too. So, yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, so far, what are the options here? For Korenth, he needs the clone. We don't know where the clone is, and he also would have the possibility of going through the Ocean Palace, but that requires the Dreamstone and the Ruby Knife. So he's a few items away.
Or instead of the Dreamstone, he could go Magus's Castle, and maybe the Ruby Knife is on. Whoa.
Exactly. Oh my.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Proccy still needs 2 extra key items. I mean, he needs the clone and the Chrono Trigger, or Dreamstone and the Ruby Knife, or the other piece of the sword and the Ruby Knife. So it's very unclear what's going on in terms of who's leading. So let's see. And we are 1 hour in, so this is good.
Yeah, this is a very interesting seed. Proccy is just about to get his Chrono Trigger here now, so...
Yeah, we are commentating. We know what key items are in each check, so we know Korenth is not doing the best play here, but it's not that long of a check.
And Proccy is taking his time a little bit, and not that it's bad, but he's checking all the loot drops here and inside this this dungeon as well, which not a bad call because there's good stuff to be found, but potentially could save time by skipping that. But it's evening things
1
out
hour
a little bit
in
with Korenth on this mountain here.
Yeah, usually Denodor Mountains is a check that it's very time consuming. The boss battle can be very time consuming if you do it very early on, and if you decide to do it later on in the run, usually, I mean, you have good equipment, you have some decent techs, so it's quite fast, and you can skip most chests that are not in the main route. Yeah, we have not yet seen Mount Woe here. Maybe this is a Mount Woe seed. No, maybe not. It's kind of open still. We have Genodome. We don't know what Genodome is. Prism Shard, Moonstone. We have a lot of checks left. Oh, the Chrono Trigger for Proccy.
So now, if I was Proccy and I found that Chrono Trigger kind of late here, I'd be very worried that my opponent had already found that and maybe even found the clone somewhere that I had not checked yet. So he might feel like he's really behind now.
Yeah, I mean, he has the desert to clear, Genodome, desert, Rainbow Shell. I mean, yeah, he could be feeling behind. Oh, and he's betting on Genodome. Oh, let's go.
I like this play, actually. I like this a lot, because Genodome's something that most runners will avoid. And at this point, there's not a lot of checks left. I think pushing your Moonstone choice might be the better play, but he might be worried that that's a big red herring. So I do like this play. Like, you're here in the future already. Let's just knock it out.
Yeah. Genodome is a very interesting decision. Also, as I mentioned before, you get a lot of tech points, and if you have a very good AoE spell such as Dark Mist, Dark Matter, Flare, it's kind of safe. It's you can just AoE everyone. Lightning True, I don't think it's going to kill them.
I think it might kill these early ones. No, it won't.
No, Lightning True is very weak.
Yeah. He's probably just opting to save some of his MP for the later fights here, since that's only 2
Yeah,
MPs.
yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Very fair.
Yeah, we'll probably see a flare here to clear these guys, and then the third fight is the one that's just a swarm of enemies, so then he'll probably Dark Matter or Flare on those guys.
Yeah, meanwhile, Korenth finishing up the another monster check, so it did require him 6 minutes. So he started at 59, and 6 minute check for a key item that's not going to give a lot of progression.
Oh, right, it's the fourth fight that's a swarm. I forgot there's 4 fights in this elevator. Or no, it's 5
Or
fights.
any
Oh, man, I
progression
can't
at
even
all.
remember.
Yeah, I mean,
too long since I've
I
done Dino
just
Dome.
I just flare. Yeah, I mean, I think it's 4, but I just flare
It's actually
and
5, yeah.
it's 5. Okay, yeah.
Because
I
there's one
flare
more
and
fight
dark
with a
matter
ton
and
of
dark
enemies
mist, and
here.
let's go.
Yep. There's the final fight I'm thinking of. That just has like 6 enemies.
No, don't let me choose this. Okay.
Yeah, see, but he's out of MP on Lucas, so he's gonna have to Dark Matter rather than
Oh,
Flare here. So yeah, saving MP
yeah.
early on was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. Chrono maybe the Ether guy here.
All right, let's see where Korenth goes now. So he's got a lot of options to open to him.
Let's see.
Oh, I think he's gonna go to Snail Stop, pick up the other half of the sword. Yep.
Oh,
So we might
go.
be seeing a Magus Castle play.
This is getting interesting. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, Korenth decided to force the Mass Immune, so he will unlock Maul. That's going to unlock Rainbow Shell, so he may go and do Rainbow Shell. And
oh, good point.
I
You do need
wonder.
Marl for Rainbow Shell too. I always forget that. So that's another
Yeah,
option.
yeah.
Yeah. Good point. I forgot about that.
And we see, and we hear now Corridors of Time. I love it. Oh, but
We only get about
it's
30
so short.
seconds of it, though.
Which is quite interesting. I mean, I wonder if he.
Ooh, Proccy got hit by these
This
turrets.
doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. This is not looking good.
He thought Lightning 2 would finish him off, and it did not. Ooh, this is bad.
No, Lightning 2 is. Oh no. Oh no, a reset.
Yep,
Oh
okay,
my
there's
god.
a reset. Ouch.
Ouch. Oh no. Yeah, we can't rely on Lightning 2. I mean, oh my.
It's really got to keep his MP up in here so you can use Flare on these enemies. Okay, so we're gonna see Rainbow Shell check here on the Korenth side.
And Molly has Aura, Provoke, and Cure. Oh, I mean, I don't think he's going to keep this party for the end game. Maybe because Molly doesn't have anything. She doesn't have haste. She doesn't have Ice 2. But he can go and unlock magic for her if he decides to. But I mean, 1 hour in, maybe that's too much of a commitment with Chrono.
Yeah, I don't know if I would keep Marl at this point. I mean, you could unlock the text for her, but I think I'd swap back to Chrono once finishing this check. That if it was me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I usually don't like to personally. Don't like to keep swapping characters throughout the run. So I kind of stick with the team that I get after Cathedral.
Yep.
But a blue mail. So by getting that wipe, Proki kind of lost some time there, but I mean the race is on. It's not clear who's going to win, and we are at 1 hour 10, and this is still very exciting because we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, that wipe
Yeah,
hurts for
Bloom.
Procky for sure, but Korenth could be chasing a dead end here, so we don't know.
Yeah, we still haven't
He
seen
is going and getting
tools.
magic with Marl. Interesting.
Oh. Yeah, so we have to consider if Ice 2 is the very next tech for Mal, he can unlock Unpose 3 and use the ghost. So that's a possibility.
Excuse the phone
Yeah, so
noises.
Procky needs to redo the conveyor belt fight, so that's kind of a time loss. But that's okay. Have to move on. Race is on. Everything's possible. Everyone can win.
The most open-ended seeds I've seen in a long time for this randomizer.
Yeah, and I think it's very appropriate for this time. Yeah, so now, let's flare.
Yep, getting revenge on those turrets.
Yeah, so the strategy here, the turrets, you have to be really fast. You have to have a character that's really fast, usually with speed 13 or 14 plus. So they have a speed belt. That means Luca, what else? Speed tabs on Luca, speed belt on Luca, so she can one hit with Flare or even Magus. If you use speed belt on Magus, that's also a possibility to get Magus to start the fight and use Dark Matter as soon as he gets his turn.
Okay, and Chrono did learn Luminaire on Procky's side too now, so now he can use Chrono to wipe turrets in the future.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And if Korenth's check here ends up being like Thomas Pop or something, this is going to be really disappointing for him. Like that's going to sting if it's something dead. Well, Thomas Pop isn't necessarily dead either. That just means another dungeon is unlocked. But I would be very frustrated if I found it here. And unfortunately, no Raster in chat. Lightning 2 is not enough for the turrets at least with the level that we're at. Procky tried that and ended up taking a wipe.
Yeah, Lightning 2 was really weak against the turrets and cost
the clone.
Procky like 5 minutes. Oh, the clone. Oh, really?
Yep, clone on
Go
Rainbow
mode?
Shell. Go mode for
for
Korenth. So that's huge.
Oh my.
Yep.
That is huge. Oh. Oh, now Korenth is way ahead because to get that clone, Proc would need to go back, finish Desert, get Mal, and do Prism Shard.
Yep.
Oh.
Really, the only other thing that he could find here that would help would be the Dreamstone, but then he'd still need to find the Ruby Knife somewhere. So that would be like Mount Woe or something maybe.
Yeah, and the other option, if he found the Ruby Knife here, he could go and buy the piece of the sword, finish Desert, and then go through Magus Castle. But that's going to be longer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot slower than just doing Black Omen for Korenth.
Yeah,
I don't know if that would. I don't know if that would catch him up at all.
Yeah.
Oof, and missed the timing on that door unlock too. I hate the puzzle in the Geno Dome.
Oh.
Oh, I thought he reset. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think he's trying without. He is trying without switch. Yeah, he is trying without switching the direction. Oh my! Awesome! Amazing! Let's go.
Interesting.
That's
Doing it with
very,
Megas
very,
seems like it
very
was faster.
tight.
Huh.
Yeah, that's very, very tight. I mean, I think he mentioned it was like 6 frames, and he did it. Amazing. You don't have to
Yes.
go up. You don't have to visit the second floor. You don't have to go back. Oh, it's incredible. But very unfortunately, I don't think this is enough to. Oh my. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Procky with the very. I mean, I never got that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think I've only ever gotten that once. It's very tough.
It's very tight. Congrats. Yeah, now I'm wondering about final party decision for Korenth. I mean, he has a lot of characters available for him to use. Maybe he'll put Chrono back and do Chrono, Luca, Ayla. He knows that he's going to go through Black Omen, which which requires some very good, decent, powerful single target spells and very good AOE magic for AOE magic to clear encounters and powerful magic to clear the mutant fights.
Oh no, Procky.
Yeah, so
He's Lightning 2 again.
oh no, Lesson 2 again. Oh my.
Oh, it did 400 this time. That might be enough. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
scared me.
good. Oh.
Chrono must have gotten a couple more levels.
I mean, using Lightning 2 here instead of Luminaire is like, oh my, can I do this? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, possibly this is Corner's final party because Luca has Flare right now. So it's just a matter of time for Mario to learn Ice 2. The problem is if Ice 2 is the very last tech, so that might be an issue because she won't be able to learn Ice 2 before the Giga Mutant fight, which is bad. Also, haste for that fight would be amazing. The Giga Mutant, I think it's one, if not the hardest fight in Black Human, because he is really fast. He can do some AOE attacks that non-elemental AOE, that's the Shadow Slay attack. And he always kind of follows that attack with a very powerful physical attack that even if he doesn't kill your party from that AOE, he will kill your party with the physical attack that he just follows after that one. So Giga Mutant is kind of a nasty boss.
Nope, that's Geno Dome, Korenth. We want to go to Death Peak. There it is.
Oh, Ice2 was visible in the menu after getting magic. That's amazing. That's amazing. So I think, yeah, he's committing now. So,
Ruby Knife
Death
for
Peak,
Procky.
Ruby Knife. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I mean,
He still
where
would need
is
the
the
Dreamstone. Where is
Dreamstone
the
then?
yeah Dreamstone? Dreamstone's gotta be. It's gotta be in. Man, where could it be actually? Dreamstone could be on Mount Woe, which would be weird, but it could be because they could be expecting you to go there with
Moonstone also. Moonstone.
Or it could be Moonstone. Yeah, good point.
That would take quite a while for Proc to reach that check. Oh.
Well, Procky's going to get his other half of the sword here. We'll see what he does with that knowledge. He might, if he gets, he might just go straight to Magus's castle after that, because that's technically go mode.
Yeah. So Death Peak here, you have to complete this climb. And there is a lava shell boss by the end. Oh, Korenth decided to skip there's a power tab that you can get on the right there. There are total, I think it's like 9 skips that you can avoid skip all enemy encounters in this place. It's kind of tricky. Some skips are harder than the others. He got the first one. Let's see if he gets all the others. So that will save him a lot of time. Oh no.
Procky did get the double XP on by killing the core here, so that's helpful.
Yeah, but I mean, what is the very next check that Proc is going to... Wow, that was a nice skip, Korenth. Let's go. I wonder what is the very next check that Proc is going to do now? Maybe unlocking, forging the Mass Immune. I don't know if he needs to buy. I think he does need to buy the other piece.
Yeah, he hasn't bought it yet.
He has a lot of money. I mean, 2,000 gold. Let's go. Yeah, so far very good. Death Peak for Korenth. Ooh, Rainbow Helm.
Yeah, Rainbow Helm's always
Yeah,
nice.
Rainbow Helm. Yeah, it does reduce lightning damage a lot, and it's going to be very helpful against ZO2.
Korenth almost getting the skip there. These enemies are always a little tricky to run past.
I'm thinking that was on purpose to get some hack points.
You might be right.
It's 20 tech points for Marley to learn Ice 2. I don't know how far she is from learning that. Oh, he did forget to buy. Okay.
Yeah, he's buying it now.
Okay, good. Okay, he bought it now. Nice.
I don't think he forgot to buy it. I think or did he go there before? Did he go and try to? Oh, he did go to Melchior before trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see if Procky goes for Magus's castle here, or if he goes.
I mean, we are at 1 hour 23 minutes, and he knows there are some checks available, and I mean, Moonstone could be a fast check. Both Rainbow Shell and Moonstone being a fast check. I don't think he's going to bet on Magus Castle now. So possibly get him all, and I mean, just trying again to see. Yeah, he's doing it. He's charging the Moonstone, unlock, get him all, and going for the 2 checks. The Dreamstone off the Sunstone.
Yeah, if he gets Dreamstone off of Sunstone and then opts for Ocean Palace, the Ocean Palace's route is slightly faster because you don't have to do Death Peak, and
But
Black
he's
Omen's
going, yeah.
a lot longer. So
But I mean, he's going to get the clone before that. So
right, he'll get the clone
that's going to
first.
be
So
his,
will he opt to?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
There will be no it will be faster to clear Black Omen. Yeah, he's going to unlock Marl now, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Black Omen is really fast. It's really fast, especially if you have a very good
Ooh.
AoE spells, and if you get Korenth, really?
Took a
Oh
wipe
my!
to the. Yeah, he was trying for the strat of just going all out with AoE magic on the shell, and it didn't work for him.
Oh.
Well, that gives Procky a little bit of time to catch up.
Yeah, a little bit of time to catch up.
Not a ton, not big time loss because the save room is right there, but.
He tried to use Antipode 3.
He wasn't using it. He didn't have Antipode 3, but he was trying to use Flare. I saw. I'm not sure what the strat was there, but.
No, he has 2 Lapises. That's. I mean,
he doesn't have a lot of good single target attacks with this party. Maybe this is a wake up call for him too to realize that for Zeal 2, this is a little bit rough. I mean, he will have Blaze Kick and stuff, but yeah, his levels are a little low.
yeah, Ayla, okay, she's good.
I still don't know if I think if I was going Black Omen, I think I'd just use Chrono rather than Marl here. I mean, Marl's great and all, but you already put all those levels into Chrono.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because he had a decent weapon, decent speed.
The status effects. I don't think he has the Vigil Caps equipped. I think this might have been what got him last time. Oh, another status effect.
Yeah, for Lava Spawn, if you have the Vigil Hats, Amulets... Oh, a rainbow!
Procky got a rainbow from tapping.
And
oh yeah, the Aussie pants, the ultimate defense.
Oh my! Where are the Vigil Hats? I don't remember where they dropped from.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have the Vigil Hats. Yeah, because they were Xenon. Procky has them, but
oh, it was the Xenobridge drop. Oh my! Yeah, he doesn't have them. Yeah, that's okay, right. Good. Gold earring, yeah, great one.
Man, if this comes down to gear, this would be insane. I mean, I don't think it will, but you know, the Procky does have the better gear at this point.
Oh, this pants. Yeah, I think it will be quite. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put that rainbow on Chrono. Swallow's great and all, but. The Aussie pants will confuse his character. Dipwood.
Yeah, it's a permanent confused. I mean, it's not useful.
It's one of Chrono Trigger's only cursed items, and I don't think Status Protect even removes that effect.
No, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't remove them. It's kind of a meme item.
Yeah, it's a joke item.
I mean, Korenth has quite a significant, like a 10 to 15 minutes lead now, because
I'm a little bit nervous about some of his boss fights in the Black Omen, though.
Yeah, he might be struggling with a few of them.
Yeah,
especially Giga Mutant is very hard. So let's see. That's the make or break boss battle in Black Omen. The other ones, as you get more attack points and more levels, and it should be fine. For For the Terra Mutant, you do have to get some good status protection in order to avoid obstacle.
Yep. And he doesn't have the status protection that Proccy does. We're only a couple wipes away from Proccy catching up, honestly, which is kind of insane that we're still this close.
So it's not permanent chaos, but starting every battle under chaos.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You can
So
heal the chaos off
in
of him.
theory, you can heal the character. Oh.
Does it
says
help?
also dreams have. Oh.
I haven't. I don't think I've ever actually like used the item beyond like my first playthrough and finding out that it had the chaos effect.
Same.
That I've never equipped it again, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, same. I don't know about this.
Oh, okay. Raster is confirming that is not the case. So okay.
Okay, good.
Uh-oh. Korenth was not fast enough to
No,
beat
Korenth, no. Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh my.
Those turrets
This
are
is
always
getting
scary
exciting.
if they beat you to the punch.
Yeah, you have to put a speed belt or a dash ring on someone. I think I remember seeing a dash ring drop. Oh, I
Okay, he got
haste.
haste.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
and Antipode 3. There we go. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Feeling a little bit better about his boss fights later on now.
Yeah, he should be good now. Yeah, as long as he survives and... Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, I'm very curious to see if Proccy goes straight for go mode with the clone here, or if he's gonna go and check the Sunstone yet, since he bothered to charge it up. I wonder if he's just gonna do that check and see if it's Dreamstone.
I don't think so, because
I don't think
the
so either,
Dreamstone
but
route,
yeah,
it's longer, it's lower, especially if you have Luca with Flare. So Black Command is faster if you have Luca with Flare.
Yeah, that's true. No, his levels are fine, Dipwood. His the only problem he had was Luca, or excuse me, Mara was still learning a lot of the techs that would have helped out, and he was lacking. He still is kind of lacking in single target damage, but it shouldn't be a problem now going through the rest of Black Omen. AoE damage is fine now with Antipode 3, so.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, Luca is going to learn Fire 2 eventually after the bosses here. So he should be learning Blaze Kick before the O2, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine now. He's going to take a lot of these fights just to level up at this point. But it won't slow him down too bad with Flare. And yeah, I don't know if Korenth has used his tabs or not. I don't think he has. He hasn't been doing a lot of menuing at all, honestly.
Yeah. 13 speed, yeah. Yeah, it would require a tab and suit, a dash ring, and equipping a swallow on a Luca, which is not possible. Hyper Ether drops from the... Yeah, see, that's why usually I don't like to rescue Fritz, because eventually you get Hyper Ethers everywhere in the Black Omen. If you go for Black Omen route, we are always more item starved if we go through Ocean Palace, because loot is less. There's less loot and lower tired loot. Lutz and Black Omen is really good, so he's getting a lot of hyper eaters here.
Yep, Procky's, I don't think is going to check the Sunstone. He's just gearing up for Black Omen now, it looks like.
Yeah, Black Omen's faster, so he's not going to check it now. I mean, Korenth has to nail every fight here, because a single wipe can cost him the race.
Yeah, a wipe could be really bad. Oh, Tupac. For Procky.
And getting the battle against the boss orbs, it takes some time, so you have to balance out. So that's why Korenth decided to run away from this fight. You can check, get this battle like a single time, only once, just to check the drops. Let's see if he gets he got the skip there. The battle against the orbs, the problem is that it takes quite a while to finish. So most of the time, you can just run away from them, because you will be getting tech points from the bosses here. Yeah, they can drop Mega Elixir, but I do remember in commentating on that, I do remember a seed that I lost to Korenth because I saw them dropping Mega Elixirs and I was like, okay, I'll farm a couple more, and I lost the race because I wanted more Mega Elixirs. That's the problem. They can drop very good stuff, but it's kind of a time commitment that you have to choose.
Yeah, it's always just a question of whether or not you need the items that are that those things are dropping.
Yeah, you only need one Mega Elixir. That's why I think that was wrong for me to get more of them. Maybe I wanted to be extra sure that I could finish ZO2, but
I feel like the Mega Elixirs are more valuable in the Ocean Palace route.
Yeah, true.
Because the Lavos 2 and Lavos 3 fights are, in my opinion, a lot tougher than Seal 2.
So Korenth there just skipped 2 fights with very precise movement. In this place, you can skip a lot of fights. Yeah, I mean, we must say those run. Oh, he didn't get the skip here. It's always fun when you can use Mega Elixirs as shelters. That's correct. It's always fun when you have a lot of them. Because it is faster. For example, between ZO. Okay, he got the skip, nice. Between ZO1 and Memo Machine, you can enter the menu. Oh, that was a dash ring? Oh, good.
Another Mega Elixir there in that chest. Yep. Moon Armor, too. Nice.
Moon Armor.
Kind of a bust on the shop. I mean, you got elixirs for sale.
Yeah.
Than that.
And always, also this shop here, the new shop, it's a very good one, but you do have to think about the time commitment that you're menuing there. If you decide to sell everything that you have, kind of takes time. And sometimes you don't need that many elixirs and stuff. So that's why, yeah, Korenth did a very fast menuing. He bought the essential, and it's moving. He is moving on. Hyper Eaters are not so bad, yeah, but we did see they were dropping from the the walls. So there is a chest here in the upper portion of this area that Korenth may decide to get or not. He can just skip it. Yeah, to get the chest, you have to maybe skip those guys, kill them, or run away from this fight. And Proc is starting his battle against Lava Spawn. Let's see if he gets it. He has Gatling Kick. Yeah, Gatling Kick is a triple tag from Ayla, Luca, and Chrono, and is a lot of single target damage. It's a very efficient one. Maybe this is going to make some boss battle faster for him. Yeah, much efficient.
I haven't seen the animation for Gatling Kick in a while either.
Yeah, it's an amazing triple tag. If he gets there he goes. Lava Spawn is down.
I wonder if he puts the silver stud on Luca, so he can spam flare more.
Yeah, so there are two
anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. There are two possibilities if you want to make to guarantee that Luca is the character that's going to start every single battle in the Black Humans. So there's a possibility to use something like a dash ring on her. But also, if you want to spare MP, and the silver stud is a good call. There are two possibilities there. Yeah, so triple tags with Ayla. That is a final kick. Yeah, final kick. Gatling kick. They are really strong. Very good triple tags.
And yeah, that was a pretty big amount of time made up by Proccy by just wiping out Lava Spawn very quickly. I don't know if it's going to get him catch him up too much, but you know, if we always could see a possibility of a wipe if a fight gets away from Korenth here, and that could make all the difference. I don't see it as being super likely, but it definitely can and has happened. So
yeah, the race is on. The race is on. And Korenth, he does have 3 Mega Elixirs now. So in any case, if the battle starts to go badly, he can just drop a Mega Elixir and...
Oh, Prism Specs.
Prism Specs!
I wonder if he's going to stick those on someone.
He has a Time Hat. I think that's the only item he has for status protection. And Memory Hat and Memory Cap on Ayla.
Yeah, he is a little bit lacking on status protection for sure.
And he decided not to buy the amulets.
Oh, is
so
he putting Chrono back in?
Obstacle might be an issue.
Okay, weird. He gave Chrono the moon armor. I thought maybe he was swapping him back in, but he opted not to. Okay. Here we go. First of the mutants.
Yeah, so Giga Mutant has some very powerful attacks. He can inflict sleep He can cast a lightning attack, fire damage attack, a poison AoE. So the top will always counter with an MP drain attack, and you can only use magic to kill him. So, and when the top is killed, the bottom will spawn the will die just after that. That's the fire attack. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, so by having fire protection, a lightning protection, rainbow helms are great here. Red mails.
Yeah, I did see that he swapped out for some red mails, so that's good.
Yeah.
And there's Antipode 3.
Yeah, Molly's hasted, Lucas hasted, Unsupposed 3. Okay, good. Nice, nice, nice. Very good battle. Oh, safe helmet and gold stud. Wow. Now Korenth can keep the gold stud on Ayla, so that triple kick only requires 5 MP and a Prism Specs on Lucas, so it's going to deal a lot of damage. So I think, yeah, should be. Should be fine for the next bosses. So, Korenth now is in the elevator fights. There is a possibility of getting a zero fights, zero fights at all. Maybe only one, maybe two. So the elevator is something that we always pray for the RNG god to get zero battles, because we can waste a lot of time and lose a lot of time if we get several battles in the elevator. And for example, if we battle against the Ruminators, they don't give, or maybe the Cybots, they don't give much experience at all. So it's just time wasted. And Korenth got the bad skip. Let's go. It's also another tight skip to do. The video queue that I use, or runners use, is like waiting for the second bat to hit the very top, and by then you can just rush and run, and you should get the skip. Korenth is approaching the next boss here, which is Terra Mutant. Terra Mutant fight is it's a different fight from the Giga Mutant. He has a very powerful. He starts off with a very powerful fire-based AoE attack, dealing about 200 to 300 damage. If you have fire protection, make sure to use it before the battle. It will drain life from the bottom, and he will cast Obstacle, which inflicts a random status to everyone in your party. But if you're fast enough, you can avoid that. There's the fire-based AoE.
Yep, and he's gonna be all right. He's just gonna lapis through that.
Yeah. Yeah, like a Giga Mutant fight, the bottom will die as soon as the top is defeated. And like the other mutant, you can only damage with magical attacks. As Korenth decided to use haste here, he possibly will be doing the obstacle now. And let's hope it's not something bad.
Ooh,
It's
Lock isn't
confused.
good.
Oh, it's, yeah, lock.
Yeah, Lock's definitely going to have to be healed because he needs those techs.
Okay, he's good now.
Yeah, just had to spend a turn on that.
Yeah, exactly. There is a possibility to use Antipode tree here. So usually 2 is enough. But he's fine, he's fine. 2, considering you have Prism specs. That chest over there is a rock chest. Rocks are items that give you the possibility of using specific triple attacks. And he doesn't need to open that anymore here. Sub 2 for Korenth is possible. Let's see if he's going to... I think it's possible.
This Lavos spawn here in the Black Omen is a lot more powerful than the one fought on Mount Woe, and Korenth did struggle with the other Lavos spawns. So let's see what happens here. I think he'll be okay, but he's got Blaze Kick now, so that should help.
And he has equipped the gold stun on Ayla, so she's only requiring 5 MP to use triple kick, so that's going to be a very fast lava spawn fight. Just making sure everyone is alive. Should be enough. Yeah, Aura there. We just saw Mal using Aura. Aura is a very decent single target heal spell.
MP, you know, you can't really argue with that.
Yeah, super efficient.
That should do it, I think.
Yeah, there's also a possibility
one more.
of equipping blackmails to avoid the damage from Destruction Zone, because Destruction Zone is a dark shadow-based attack. We do see a red circle, but it's actually a dark-based attack. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Okay, I think he'll be okay with life 2, so...
Yeah, Life 2 is a very good spell. And Maul is hasted, so he can keep healing up everyone. Yeah, this should be the last one. Good.
I guess we should just be lucky that we're playing the randomizer, which is based on vanilla and not based on some of the ROM hacks I've played, where you have to fight 2 of those instead of just 1.
2? Oh my, really? Oh,
yeah,
that's
I've played a ROM hack where instead of 1 of those, you fight 2, and it's a tough fight.
Oh my god! Like they are placed side by side,
Spawn
in
right
the
next to
same
each
room?
other in that room. Yep.
Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good.
Yeah, those walls can sneak up on you if you let them get some free turns, especially if you don't heal after that lava spawn fight.
Yeah, and usually we finish the lava spawn fight and we are like, okay, we made it through, and now there's just some panels to battle and some walls, and they can actually wipe your body. I lava fight with the duplicated 20 times. Oh no, no. I mean, we can
I get one
AoE,
turn.
we can unspode 3 to kill all of them at the same time.
I was just gonna say Dipwood's plan there. That would let it get one turn, and all of a sudden you'd have 20 grand stones coming at you.
No, but you can. I mean, you'd have to just unspode 3 to two times, and you should kill all of them. Yeah, metal shower. Yeah, that should be. Oh man, seems bad. Doesn't look good. Yeah, ZO1, the ZO1 battle is quite straightforward. She's just going to use halation maybe 1, 2, or 3 times, so you can just spam your highest damaging attacks, and with 5,000 damage, she's down. You can enter the menu there. We did see Korenth successfully using the menu glitch between ZO1 and Mammon's machine. So this is the place where you heal up.
And Proccy is taking out his first mutant here. Not having too much
Check your
trouble with it.
MP.
He did get poisoned, so his damage got reduced.
Oh. Yeah, and Korenth is using Gold Stun on Ayla, so Blaze Kicks are kind of free, only 5 MP. Unexposed 3s, and I mean, we're looking for a very fast Memo Machine fight, as expected. Yeah, what happened to Proki? His routing was not ideal in terms of the seed, considering the seed, how the seed played out. So the play for this seed was to get Mal. Mal was locked behind Massimmune, and one of the pieces of the Massimmune was behind Desert. So it had to get Robo in the future, go back, do Desert, buy the other piece of the Massimmune in the Snail Shop, unlock Mal, and do the Prism Shard quest. So
Proccy got a little stuck in the mindset that you need ice to do Desert, and it ended up pointing him away from that for a long time, which I mean wasn't necessarily super bad. He also got his Chrono Trigger a little later than Korenth did, so he was kind of still open-ended searching around the time that Korenth was hunting for the clone. So
yeah, and we have to consider the. Oh, go on.
So it probably affected his choices a little bit with that mindset.
Yeah, I was going to say he did decide to bet on Genodome. So Genodome had the Ruby Knife, and he got a wipe at Genodome at the first turret fight. So that cost him some time.
Now, I wasn't paying too close of attention to Korenth's gear choices, but I assume he's doing pretty well on... Ooh, he doesn't have Shadow Protect, though. That laser hurts. I was just going to say, I wonder how his protection for the elements involved in this fight are looking, because you got lightning attacks, shadow attacks, and water attacks. The big water attack is scary, but sometimes the lightning and shadow are the ones that can really get away from you. this one could really hurt.
He should be
Okay, he has it on Marl. At
good
least.
now
Okay.
because he will trigger halation after this blaze kick. His mega elixir before halation. Okay, he has a lot of them, so that's good. Okay.
For the, I think because it was in the middle of its counterattack cycle, he might get that for free.
Yeah, Ayla can use another mega elixir now, and ZO2 after halation she'll always follow with an MP buster. So you can like time your strategy based on that. After halation, she will follow the MP buster, but there is a chance that an attack she will fire off a laser attack in between halation and MP buster.
Right.
So it's kind of risky to just wait. Oh, and that's GG.
There we go.
Oh, GG Korenth. Korenth is the winner. Well done. Yeah, congratulations.
And we are joined by Korenth in the booth here. Korenth, how's that feel? How do you feel about that seed?
Congratulations, Korenth. GG.
That was a interesting seed. I don't think I had a hat for the first hour for anyone. Go pick up almost every item because everything's apparently locked behind Marl.
Yeah, no, Marl was the key to this seed for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of crazy. Marl actually unlocked 2 different go modes, which was kind
of course you did.
Yeah. It was fun fact about your hats. Vigil hats were hiding on Xenon Bridge.
Oh, I intentionally skipped Xenon Bridge when it was the Moon Pearl, and then when I got Marl and I went back, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go do Xenon Bridge yet because I need one item, and if that one item is behind the Rainbow Shell, then I don't need to do Xenon Bridge, and that saves me like 5 minutes.
That was definitely the right call.
Yeah, that was a very good call. Yeah. So what was your opinion about the seed in general? I mean, the routing was like everything's locked behind Marl, so
yeah,
you have to lock her.
I thought at the very start, I was like, okay, we got an early pendant. We found a fairly early chrono trigger. I was like, all right, we're probably looking at going through Black Omen. Marl's locked behind the Massive Moon, so I'm not going to have haste. I'm going to have to do something like Chrono, Ayla, Frog, Chrono, Ayla, Robo, or no, Chrono, Luca, Ayla, and not have any healing, and it's going to be kind of miserable. And then slowly but surely, I ran out of checks. I'm like, well, on the plus side, I get Marl. If only she learns Ice 2 as an early tech, and we'll be holding to 4th tech. So, that was an interesting. Let's see. I just logged into the stream. Procky is at the Lavos, the Elder Spawn. He found the Ruby knife. Did he? I assume he did Xenon Bridge.
Yes, he did Xenon Bridge, and he also did Genodome. He wiped after the conveyor fight, so he got a wipe at Genodome, so he had to reset. And yeah, that.
Yeah, no, I was really scared that Genodome was gonna have it when I was doing like everything but Genodome, because normally that's what screws me over. But for the longest time, I had nothing to take care of the conveyor belt. That's what I was more afraid of than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the gear was a little wonky for you for a long time. It seemed like.
I mean, Chrono got a decent weapon. I did the early desert that I almost never do and was very disappointed to only get a flint edge. But got a good sword, I think in Cathedral, maybe in Hecarim's Cave. But early on, got a sword for Chrono, so Chrono solved.
Swallow was a drop from, I think it was a drop from Yakra or something.
Yeah.
It was very early.
Yeah.
But is it, you get that early. Luca, once she gets a magic attack, you're good. Ayla got triple kick early. I think I use spin cut and cat attack more in this seed than I have in any jet seed ever. Because it's like, well, it's mana efficient at this point because I also don't have good mana restoration either. Toss ethers for 20 MP attacks. Great.
Procky just used the Mega Elixir as a shelter.
Yeah, and we did see that kind of come back to bite you a couple times with some of the gear and the text not quite meshing up, like with the Lavos spawn on the Death Peak there, the wipe there to the Lavos spawn.
Yeah, I got greedy and thought I would try to wake Ayla up by using a flare to cause it to do a needle attack, which would wake Ayla up, which worked fine until he confused Marl, and Marl then shot the shell, and I got like 3 needle attacks in a row.
Yeah, you got like 3 in a row there, and it would end up just really getting away from you. But, you know, in terms of wipes, that's one of the least worrisome ones you can take because the save point's right there, and it's not that long of a fight.
Now, I'll tell you the most annoying fight was Nizbel in Reptile Lair, because
Indeed.
Lightning 1 was in the slash spot, which means it doesn't count as lightning. And I'm sitting here, I know I shot you. Why aren't you taking damage?
Yep. No, we were talking about that. That ended up being a really close fight. And actually, you guys were both fighting Nizbel at the same time. You had slightly different checks, so Procky got through that fight quicker than you did due to that, but it ended up, you know, not really mattering. But it was really tight. Like, that was a really exciting fight to watch because of how.
Yeah, I almost reset on the fight once I realized what I had done, because now all my turn order was out of sync, my healing was out of sync, and I could only get off like 2 attacks per shock, and I almost reset just to reset.
Procky decided to get Magus, and he decided to use Lightning 2 with Magus and Fire Sword 1 with Chrono and Luca, so it was doing like almost 1,000 damage. And
it was like 900 some.
Yeah, so that was
nice.
But he did invested the time to get Magus.
Yeah, once I found Robo in the future, I was like, well, since I already knew where Marl was, I was like, well, Magus is on Dectal's Nest. I guess he's just going to be stuck staring at birds for all of eternity.
Yep. I do wonder where the Dreamstone was. I have a theory in this seed that it was sitting on Mount Woe.
I'm trying to think of what we don't. What do we not know?
I do have the spoiler log because I was the one who generated the seed.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm trying to think of where the 2 of us didn't check. Because if he did did he finish Geno Dome?
He did, and it was the red knife.
That was the red knife, okay.
Yeah,
so then
Mount Woe,
there's the Moonstone item behind
the moon.
After the trial, there's the Moonstone item, whatever it turns into, and then there's Mount Low. I think that's all that's left.
Melchior, Moonstone had the Dreamstone. So the Dreamstone was behind Moonstone, and Mount Woe had Thomas Bob. Yeah, that led to tools. Yeah, so that was the.
I actually felt kind of behind after I had to go pick up the Masamune, and I thought about, you know what? It's April Fool's. I should totally just skip everything, go straight to Magus' Castle, and climb Mount Woe. I would have been so upset.
For the longest time, I was thinking Magus' Castle was going to be required in this seed, honestly. Just based on the way the seed was progressing. It gave you both pieces of the Masamune very early and gave you Frog very early. And I was like, I wonder if it's just going to send you to Magus' Castle and then put something on Mount Woe. But it ended up not panning out that way.
It meant that Marl would be required at least. But usually if Marl or Robo is in the burrow, it does seem to always lean you towards going to Magus' Castle, because there's also an item stuck behind the character, and just the way the logic seems to work out. I know that's like confirmation bias, but it sure feels like that's what always happens.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so now we are seeing Procky finishing up his fight against Zio2.
We
She
got
just
Gatling
followed the
cannon.
halation with an MP Buster.
Speaking of Zeal 2, I did like your bold play, and it's really smart play actually of hitting it with Antipode 3 right as
Very good.
right during the cycle for the counterattacks.
Feels like it saves me a turn, but every time I do it, there is the possibility that she'll decide to do like a laser attack
Yep.
before she
It
does
is,
the
yeah.
Buster. And I'm always
is.
fighting, particularly since I only had one character with a blackmail.
Yeah, I was gonna say your shadow protection was a little lacking, so
I had one black male, one white male, and then I was like, whatever's left goes on Ayla.
Yeah,
And
the problem it could be bad if she target.
amazing.
Yeah, she if she target Ayla with her lightning attack before the MP Buster, then that would be a bad situation. But it went all fine.
Now, I don't know if Procky told y'all, I talked to him about an hour before the race, and we thought about pulling an April Fool's joke on you guys, too. Oh, he just finished up. I'll wait for him to come in before I tell that story then.
okay. Yep, and that is GG
Oh
for Procky
my.
as well.
GG, Procky.
And Procky has
Hello.
joined us in here. How are you doing, Procky?
Welcome.
Hello, congratulations, Korenth. Great race.
GG, Procky. That was good. I was really nervous going into that last fight.
Did you do Zeal or did you do Lavos?
No, I did Zeal. I think the biggest difference is I never did Xenon Bridge.
Ah ha ha.
And
Yeah,
Genodome, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That seed confused me a little bit, but yeah.
It was a
Still-
very
Yeah,
wide
tell us
open
about
sea,
your
yeah.
routing decision, Procky. Why you decided to go the route you did?
Well, I just was trying to like keep up with what tech I was learning and what checks I thought I could do as fast as possible with the tech I had. And yeah, it didn't pay off all that well in the end.
Yeah, and that wipe that wipe because Lightning 2 was not enough to kill the thirds. That felt bad. We were kind of scared when we saw. I was like,
But
oh,
that was
no,
a
he's
bad,
going to-
yeah. That definitely cost me some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I ain't going into Genodome with anything other than Flare or Dark Mist or Dark Matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Molly was required after all. Yeah, she was unlocking.
Unlocked everything. So right before you finished up, I was getting ready to tell them of the April Fool's joke that we almost played on our announcers, but once you finished, I wanted you to be in here to hear their reactions too. I brought up the wonderful idea. It's April Fool's Day. We should introduce something new to everyone. And I was going to roll up a Chrono Sanity seed for us and not tell you guys. It's like, here's everyone's introduction to what's coming new. Have fun.
I've not heard of Chrono Sanity.
Oh,
so
my.
Tale.
It's even better than just all of a sudden we just start going to like random chests in random areas, and everyone's wondering what in the world is going on.
Especially Moon would be wondering.
I would. No, I was actually wondering if it would be something that would be doing in the game, like going to Millennial Fair and fighting Gato or something like that.
You know what though? When I turned in items at Tabin, he gave me Aussie pants.
I did.
And-
Yep, we did.
I felt like that was truly an April Fool's seed joke.
The best defense.
So
The best
true.
defense. Aussie pants.
I didn't even think to go
Yeah.
after I got the moon to see what he dropped.
Yeah, that was fun. Ozzy pants.
Well, congratulations, Korenth. You're moving on.
Thank
And,
you.
I get
Feels
to-
good. I'm now 2-1 versus all the world record holders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Oh,
I get to-
Was rigged. My last 3 races have all again been against world record holders. So
That's always exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting. Okay, well, I'm definitely looking forward for the next matches and races. So let's see. Getting interesting.
Yeah.
And
We haven't
challenging.
looked at the bracket in a while. What do we got coming up, Moon? Do you know?
So we have Shokosura versus Rasta Cecil and me versus Zelfer for the other bracket. And yeah, that's it. There are very few races now. Korenth is going to face the winner of Shokosura versus Rasta Cecil, and the winner of that match will face either me or Zelfer.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Coming to the end of this, then it'll be a lot of fun.
So I see you there in chat. I need you to win because I want to actually stand a chance to get to face Moon again. And that's not what would happen.
The revenge. The Omega Flare revenge.
I will scour the world to find Omega Flare.
Oh my. Yeah, glad I could help with this event. Thank you, Artemis and Rocky, Korenth, and Brooklyn for tracking. And thanks SpeedGaming for hosting the tournament.
Absolutely.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been
you
a lot of fun.
Thank you a
and
lot,
I'm looking
guys.
forward to the last
Great
last
show.
of the brackets.
Yeah, GG's Korenth and Procky. It was an amazing race to watch. I mean, at 1 hour in, we were like, there are no clear winners. The race is on, and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like it was
Was
very
amazing.
close the whole way through. It was a really fun race because just how open ended that seed was. It was.
Oh,
just-
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, any race that ends inside of 10 minutes, I mean, that's a close race because one bad fight anywhere completely changes the focus of the seed.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't sure if once I had the sword built, the mass immune, I didn't know if going through Magus Castle was the right choice or gambling on trying to find the clone.
Yeah, we were wondering what choice you were going to make there too, actually. So
we discussed that also. Yeah.
Glad I did.
I think you did the best play because Magus Castle would have been lower, I guess.
I think so, maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been pretty close, but yeah, I think it would have ended up being a slightly slower just because of the final boss rush.
Good race, Rocky. GG, man.
Yeah, GG, man. Congratulations. And thank you to all the staff and everyone who helped out. Artemis, Moon Blizzard, Brooksley, and
chat. Thank you, chat.
SpeedGaming.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, see you all next time. Have a good
thanks
one.
for coming in, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I think that's everything for us. So I think we're going to close it there. I'm going to go ahead and mark it done on our side. So everybody else, thanks for tuning in. And check back later for some more as we wrap up the tournament. See everybody later.